It's absolutely my pleasure to welcome our AFLW True Believers here tonight. But before I do, thank you to Uncle Lloyd. I too would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on where we gather here tonight, the Gadigal and Bidjigal people of the Eora Nation, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and any First Nations people who might be in the room here tonight. Over 150 years, the Swans have had 21 Indigenous players represent our club, 19 men and 2 women. We continue to learn from our past players, embrace and celebrate the significant contribution of our Indigenous past, and acknowledge the players who have continued to develop our understanding of our First Nations history. I do want to pay a special acknowledgement to Michael O'Loughlin and ARA for their fantastic work in the First Nations Foundations and the next generation of First Nations players to come through and represent our club. Now, Lucy welcomed almost everyone, and I will echo a few of those. Our principal partner, QBE, first and foremost. When we launched our program a couple of years ago, QBE couldn't jump quick enough to extend their partnership across the W team as we entered the competition in 2022. QBE's support of the Sydney Swans and all of our programs is unique in Australian sport and likely the world. Welcome Sue Horton. Sophie Horton can't be here, along with Andrew Horton, not related by the way, the 3 Hortons, only 2 of them are. Andrew and Sophie are in Fiji, and I know how devastated Sophie in particular would be not to be here tonight, but she assures me she'll be at the game on Friday against the Pies. Great to have the Honourable Marjorie O'Neill here. Marjorie's got a cracking jacket on, I reckon. Where's Marjorie? An absolute true, out the back, true rusted on Swans fan. Our W program has always been hugely supported by our club greats. Welcome to Richard Collis, Basil Sellers, Peter Wynett, Peter Bedford, Mickey O'Loughlin, Lewis Roberts-Thompson, Nick Smith and Heath Grundy. Great to see Beck Skilton here, our #1 ticket holder. Also John Longmore, our senior men's coach, and our EGM of our men's program, Leon Cameron, as well as a number of AFL men's players here. And of course our chairman, Andrew Pridham, or Prids, and our Swans Foundation chair, Peter Ivany, don't have a nickname for Peter, and members of both our boards. It would also be remiss of me not to acknowledge our very pregnant EGM of AFLW, Kate Marnie. Now, for those of you who don't know, Kate is in the final days of her pregnancy with twins, and as recently as yesterday, she said she was a chance to come along tonight. Thankfully for all of us, she's not, and we wish Kate and James all the very best in the coming days. Tonight is one of the great off-field nights on the calendar of our club. The eve of the AFLW season always brings excitement, anticipation, expectations, and I'm sure more than just a dose of nerves. Whether you're receiving your 3rd or your very first jumper, it's a moment to cherish and reflect on your role as a custodian of your jumper and your number. As I'm sure everyone here tonight knows, 2024 marks our 150th year of the South Melbourne Sydney Swans. For 148 of those years, excluding a handful of exhibition games, only men had the privilege of representing the Swans. Only 2% of our past has involved the women's team. However, we can all be assured that the future of female players at our club is locked in and bright. In the space of 3 short years, our AFLW team has become an integral part of our club. We've come so far. So where are we at right now? 20 of our original pioneer players remain on our inaugural list. We own the highest average crowd of all 18 teams in the competition. Round of applause for that. We were the first of the most recent expansion teams to make the finals. We were the first of the most recent expansion teams, in fact all expansion teams, to win a final. We have 3 All-Australians, and we have the largest and most passionate AFLW supporter base in the country. As a club, we are enormously proud of our team, proud of the people who built the foundations prior to joining the competition in 2022. And I see Karen James is here and Lynn Ralph is here, 2 of our absolute stalwarts to start the competition back in 2022. We're proud of Scott Gowans and Kate Marnie for leading the charge from the get-go. Proud of the inaugural players who took the leap of faith to join the Sydney Swans. Proud of the staff, as Chloe said, who worked tirelessly to give the players the best chance of living out their dreams. Proud of the families and the support they give their daughters. And we're proud of the members and fans who flock and pack out North Sydney Oval, Henson Park, and this year up in Coffs Harbour. 2024 is a new season and expectations on our team will rightly lift, but expectation is a privilege. It is earned and it comes with perks that are justified. Who would have thought just 2 years ago that the AFL and Channel 7 would demand that the Sydney Swans open the season against Collingwood on a Friday night? All eyes will be on us and I'm certain we will not disappoint. To our new players, Holly, Kiara, Sarah, Lara, Giselle, officially welcome. And to the families of our players and staff, in particular our new player families, Louise and Glenn Cooper, Kyan and Roland Hillier, Vanessa and Ryan Grunden, Eddie Hassiger, and Simon and Darren Davis, a very special welcome. It is not lost on us as a club the responsibility of taking care of your daughters. It is one hell of a ride, and our commit to you is that we will give your daughters the best chance to fulfil their potential on and off the field. So in closing, to Scott Gowans and Jodie, Scott, and the ever-versatile acting EGM of AFLW, Amanda Turner, and all of our staff, good luck. And to our 2024 AFLW Sydney Swans, we are right behind you. And I know I speak for everyone in this room when I say we cannot wait to get it all underway next week at North Sydney Oval.